We effing did it!
Oh my God, you guys, tell me about your win tonight!
It was fantastic. The night was amazing until you walked up. To be honest, truly brilliant.
Of course you guys did it. See, the thing that people need to understand is my plans always succeed. My plans always succeed. And so it was destined that you guys would be getting gold at the hands of the intangible Zoe Sager.
You are the best, brightest, you are the best boss these mad lads could have asked for.
The best mind.
You.
The best.
Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you, Zoe.
You're welcome, LPW. Let's go, Sally. Woo!
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting! Carly Sand, signing out.
Action.
I'm backstage here with Piralira. You guys lost your titles tonight. What does that mean for you?
It means exactly what I've been saying this whole time. Me and Berat, Piralira is the best tag team in LPW. The best tag team anywhere we go. The first time we lost the titles.
Warren Diesel Barris, was a commentator on our first few shows, but not only that, Warren was a foundational member of the professional wrestling community here in Edmonton. He was a host on The Bear. He was a podcast host, and a huge shout out to the Sat Pod. Personally speaking, he was a guy that I knew since I was 10 years old. We played hockey together. He was better than me, as most athletes are. But he was a friend, and he was someone that I know, these guys might have something to say here shortly, but is someone that I've got a hell of a lot of love for. And frankly, guys, the world's a little bit of a worse place without him. So I know Boris wants to say something as well here too, but tonight's show is dedicated to the memory of Warren Diesel Barris. We love you, Diesel.
I had hundreds and hundreds of great times with Warren, and I never once had a bad time. He loved wrestling. I had a chance to call a bunch of PWA shows with him, as well as he was the first LPW commentator before I was brought on, and I got to call a couple of shows here as well. Always had a smile on his face, never had a bad word to say about anybody. If I'm not a religious man, but if he ain't getting into heaven, then none of us are. You want to say anything, Thaddeus, or? You don't have to.
Words don't do justice to the man that Warren Barris was. He entertained this city for years, and he was a second generation, not podcaster, but broadcaster, second generation entertainer. Entertaining people was his life. Wrestling was his life. Even though he wasn't with us for too long because radio took up a lot of his time, he loved radio. He was absolutely beloved by this city, and we lost such an important part of this city. So, love you, Diesel.
So instead of doing the 10 bell thing, I thought, let's just make a whole hell of a lot of noise loud enough that Warren can hear us. So let's go, guys. Let's make some noise. Tonight at the Rec Room, we're going to do this one for Diesel.
Well, it was 7 o'clock when she let me in and she said, give me some, what's your kind of thing? I go, ooh, yeah, ooh, oh, yeah. Too bad, yeah, she damn smile, yeah. I need some coffee for a little while. Go, ooh, yeah, ooh, oh, yeah. She just sweet little pill. The way she dances when she gets it by the hand, and she with you, jack, 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 jack. Oh, it's never wrong. Time for the party, and I know what I want to see. It's never wrong. Time for the party, and I know what I want to see. Oh, yeah. Come on. She's the other, but she turned me away. She couldn't take me for another day. I go, ooh, yeah, ooh, oh, yeah. Little walls and she loved me twice. She got a hold of my dirty device. I go, ooh, yeah, ooh, oh, yeah. She just sweet little pill. But I like the way she dances. And she gets it by the hand. And she gives you all jack, 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 jack. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. And I know what you want to see. It's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. And I know what you want to see. It's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. And I know what you want to see. It's 7 o'clock. Time for the party. Just go off and see, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on.
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. How you doing, people? Welcome to the south side of Edmonton. Welcome to the Rec Room South Common, and welcome to Love Pro Wrestling. Thank you all for joining us. It's playoff season. Everybody's got some limited time on their end of things, so thank you for choosing to spend it with the best of the best in Canadian pro wrestling. My name is Spencer Love. I am your host, your maitre d', your minister of fun, and an individual that I promise is going to be the least entertaining part of your night tonight. Now, that's not a shot at me. That is a full testament to each and every individual you're going to see here in this ring here tonight. It's a new era for Love Pro Wrestling. TY is your champ. The Mad Lads are your champs. I knew that'd get a bit of a different reaction, and unfortunately I am, like I said, your host. I'm real excited for this one tonight, you guys. This is LPW 47. It's a part of our heritage. Our graphics rule, you guys. I'm so happy. I'm real excited for tonight's event, though. T.Y. Jackson, as I mentioned, your brand new Love Pro Wrestling Grand Champion, defends his title for the first time tonight against the Prince of Albania, Berat Gorani. GT Ray, for the second straight month, is back in a Love Pro Wrestling ring. She's going one-on-one with Zoe Sager. Taryn from accounting and the thickness, Reed Matthews. I know Nick Shostastik is here. We will see if Michael Richard Blaze has gotten medically cleared by the fine folks at St. John's Ambulance who support us here at Love Pro. We've got a hell of a lot, including Christian Starr and your former grand champion, Stephen Crow, kicking the evening's proceedings off. Friends, fam, wrestling fans, can I get a yes, Shaq? And Andre, why do we say it here on the south side of YEG? Because we're cooking with gas here in Edmonton, friends, fam. A huge shout out to a couple of other individuals here right off the bat. First and foremost, our production team is goddamn unrivaled. A huge shout out to each and every one of you. Ken, Mike, D, everybody who's handling on the production end. Ben, you look real good with a headset on. I can see you from here. Give him a hell yeah. And the other individual up in that top row that I specifically want to say, number one, thank you. And number two, give a huge hell yeah to, is the audible chocolate of LPW, the voice of Love Pro Wrestling, Big Bad Boris. As Scott Steiner would say, holler if you hear me.
Now, I will do my best in between matches to keep you guys all abreast of the Oilers situation, considering how much I don't care. But I'm going to do this for you guys because I love you guys.
We're going to add a fourth B for benevolent.
And I will
Big
say,
Bad Boris, you're a hell of a human being. And he's going live to the millions. And the millions. I'm not losing my voice tonight, you guys. Y'all are carrying me through this one. But the millions tuned in on youtube.com/lovewrestlingca. It's nice to see you, Internet. Thank you for being here. Now, who is out at a pro wrestling event for the first time tonight? Well, welcome to each and every one of you out here for the first time. Another equally fun question for me to ask, who's been coming out to Love Pro for the last 4 years? Then each and every one of you are real familiar with what I'm going to break down here right now. There are a couple of rules. There are a couple that I'm real passionate about that we'll get to here in a second. But first and foremost, if y'all are on the floor, welcome. If a wrestler tells you to move, what do? There we go. Because of that, we want to make sure that there's no glass on the floor. So please go and grab a beverage here at the bar, whether it's from our fine folks here at Alley Cap Brewery. Give them a hell yeah. Or whatever you choose to indulge in. Please make sure you aren't bringing any glass because you are going to see flying wrestlers here tonight. They scare the hell out of me, but we're going to keep them as safe as we possibly can by doing so. Thumbs up, sound good? All of the folks in the balcony, you're not going to bring stuff to the floor? That made me laugh. The other couple of things that we want to make sure are real clear for each and every one of us here as part of Love Pro Wrestling, whether it's myself, our camera folks, shout out to Dustin, shout out to Tiana, or anybody here at the Rec Room South Edmonton. Number one, we want to acknowledge that we are on traditional Treaty 6 territory, the traditional ancestral territory of the Cree, the Dene, the Blackfoot, the Nakota Sioux, the Saulteaux, and the Métis of Regions 2, 3, and 4. The other thing that we want to make picture perfect, crystal clear, and 2020 vision for all of y'all is you're probably going to hear some cursing. I reset my cursing streak last month, you guys. I'm back to month 1. It was my birthday. Thank you. That's either the latest happy birthday or the earliest for next year I'll ever receive. But what you're not going to hear from anybody here, whether it's y'all who paid your hard-earned money to be here, and thank you for doing so, whether it's our tech team that are second to none, whether it's our camera folks, whether it's myself, or whether it's our wrestlers, is you're never, ever going to hear anything racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, because if I hear any of that shit, it'll be the last time we ever hear from you in a Love Pro Wrestling crowd, because you'll be the hell out of here. Because, friends, fam, wrestling fans, who is professional wrestling for? Love y'all. Now, I'm not just a businessman, I'm a businessman. And because we started tonight off with a real tough note for a lot of us here as part of the Love Pro Wrestling family, I'm going to do something that I haven't done before most of the time when we end a show here at Love Pro Wrestling. You get a nice little insight into our upcoming events, maybe some matches, and are you guys cool if I bring you some cool shit right off the bat tonight? I don't think you guys were loud enough because I need y'all to be real loud for this one because this one is real close to my heart. Are y'all ready for some cool shit tonight? One of my favorite parts about Love Pro Wrestling and one of the reasons that I do love pro wrestling, see, it's not just a clever name. One of the reasons that I do is because of the Prairie Wrestling Alliance. A huge shout out to them. They held it down in this province for 21 years, friends, fam, wrestling fans, and I'm very proud that a lot of the wrestlers that we've seen in their ring, whether it be a Rachel Ellering, whether it be Victor, whether it be Giselle Shaw, have all chosen to return to Alberta as part of Love Pro Wrestling, and I'm very, very honored on that end of things. Now, someone else is coming back to Edmonton, and lots of love to you guys here at the Rec Room, but well, we can only fit about 300 people in a sold-out crowd here, well, every month, but I think we might need a little bit of a bigger venue. Is that okay with you guys? Y'all fine if we kick things up a notch? Then how about on Saturday, June 20th, y'all join us at Nate for the first event at the Northern Institute of Technology since 2020. And friends, fam, wrestling fans, for the first time in over 15 years, Tyler Breeze returns to Alberta. Can I get a hell yeah?
They are so gorgeous, they'll set you.
Boris! Why do we say yes, chef, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada?
Because you told us to!
All right, we're done. Because we're cooking and we're cooking with gas, so join us as we sell out for 1,500 people in the biggest event in Love Pro Wrestling history, brought to you by the promotion that first brought you to West Edmonton Mall, that first brought you to Rogers Place, and we're the first bringing it back to Nate. So, now that the business is done, are y'all ready to get down to business? Are y'all ready for your first matchup of the evening, scheduled for? Don't worry, I can announce better. I'm not just here to be entertaining. I certainly ain't here for my looks. I wasn't even fishing for that. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and will be refereed by Stu Garvey. Making their way to the ring first.
It is Friday, April the 24th, 2026, and we are live and free on YouTube for LPW number 47. My name is Big Bad Boris. I'm pleased to be behind the microphone to bring you all the action. We have got an absolutely stacked lineup of professional wrestling tonight, and we are starting off with the star child, Christian Starr, as he's going to go one-on-one with the now former LPW Grand Champion, the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crow.
Weighing in at 185 pounds, he is the star child, Christian Starr.
Oh, hang on. Stephen Crow from behind on Christian Starr. I wish I could say that I'm surprised, but I'm not. He came absolutely unglued at the conclusion of last month's live event where he lost the LPW Grand Championship to T.Y. Jackson. Pending that loss, the reason for that loss on his brother, Michael Richard Blaze, had proceeded to lay a vicious, vicious beating on him. As Spencer was saying off the top of the show, we do not know if MRB is cleared to compete tonight. The folks at St. John Ambulance are going to take a look at him. He is slated to defend the LPW Challenge Championship. Christian Starr off the stage into that front row. Blaze set to defend that Challenge Championship against the runaway model, Nick Shostastic, who had a pretty serious attitude change as well last month. We always talked about how dangerous Stephen Crow was during his run as LPW Grand Champion, but right now he might even be that much more dangerous. There's nothing more free than a man who has nothing left to lose. He will stop at nothing to get that championship back. First obstacle in the way is Christian Starr. Nice new feathery robe on Christian Starr. Quite like that. I'm going to get one of those myself. We have a stacked lineup. Zoe Sager will defend the LPW Scramble Championship. We will determine a new #1 contender in a gauntlet match. And of course, our main event, new LPW Grand Champion T.Y. Jackson can defend that title against the current #1 contender, Berat Gorani. There's the bell. We're actually underway. Starr tried to sneak one out with that inside cradle. Pro able to duck that leaping Enziguri, gonna butterfly the arms. Double underhook into the power bomb. So settle in, grab a snack, grab a beverage, and let us handle everything else on a Friday night here in South Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Huge announcement from Spencer Love off the top of the show. LPW making their debut, or our debut, at the Nate Gym. Tyler Breeze returns to Alberta. There will be more details in the coming weeks. Stay tuned. LoveWrestling.ca, Love Wrestling CA on all of your favorite social medias. Starr able to maintain wrist control and avoid that fisherman's neckbreaker that Crow likes to use. Big leaping clothesline. Now Starr taking over on the former champ. Big sling blade, and he's feeling it in our opening contest. We have new tag team champions as well. It's Zoe Sager encouraged white shirt William Taylor to make that deal with the devil, surrender that CWS Championship of Salvation for a opportunistic tag team title match as Christian Starr dodged through the ropes and sent Stephen Crow into the second row. And the Mad Lads became the new LPW Tag Team Champions. Christian Starr looking to go high risk once again. This young man loves to fly, and he does it very, very well. Caught across the face from Stephen Crow. That'll pop an eardrum. Crow following Star up onto that middle rope. Oh, Mikey trying to bring him in with that superplex. Able to get up to the top. Crow with the superplex. And he hung on. Again, I think he tried to go for that fisherman's neckbreaker, but Star turned the table and hit that brainbuster. Unable to follow up and make the cover after that superplex. Both competitors down in our opening contest. LPW number 47, a part of our heritage. Thanks, Pluggo. Appreciate it, brother. Both back up to the big forearm from Christian Star. Pump kick sends him into the ropes, able to duck. Hit that dragon suplex. That rocked the back of the head of Stephen Crow. Sidestepped that charge into the corner. Oh, with that neck breaker. Hung up in that turnbuckle. New piece of offense from Crow. Making his way once again back up to that top turnbuckle. Double stomp right to the heart of the Star Child. Wisely dragging him away from the ropes. Holds him up. Star able to kick out. We'll see Gigi Ray back in an LPW ring for the second month in a row. A little bit later on, involved in that Scramble Championship match. But right now, Stephen Crow continuing to put the hurt on Christian Star. Fresh back from a trip to Las Vegas for the biggest week of the year. I believe no comment on that other than a massive sit-up powerbomb from Star. Crow got the shoulder up. And his head, the back of his skull, bounced off that canvas. Star now looking to follow up. He might have Crow on the ropes here. Double underhook. And Crow lands on his feet. Right to the back of the knee. Hard right to the back of the skull. And now Crow looking to lock on. Shoulders are down. He was trying to maybe lock on a season abdominal stretch, but got rolled through into a clean combination. So Crow gonna go back to the drawing board. Look at the look on the face of Stephen Crow. He does not feel like himself without that 10 pounds of gold. Third time going for that fisherman's neck breaker, and the third time Unsuccessful. Slow to get over and make the cover. Go. Throw out at two, and now Star's starting to get frustrated. He's pulling out those big guns, and it looks like he might want to go high risk for that potential kill shot in our opening contest. Ball throw outside, shoved Christian Star out of the stage area. Corner turnbuckle. Comes back inside the ring. And there, unfortunately for Star. That fisherman neckbreaker. Into that seated abdominal stretch. And Christian Star taps out. Stephen Crow is your winner. Step one to getting back into the title picture. Crow dispatching the carcass of Christian Star down to the floor. Oh, he's got the microphone. Never ends well.
You know what? I might have lost my LPW Grand Championship last month to T.Y. Jaxx. I didn't lose it though. My stupid big brother was the reason I lost. And everybody saw what I can do to my own flesh and blood. Yeah, last month, I beat my older brother to a bloody pulp. And you know what? I don't think he's coming back. And I'm happy about it. You know what? What I just did to Christian Star, I just made light work of that little twerp, slop, wrestler. And every other wrestler back there, I'm going to show you what a real champ looks like until I make my way back to my LPW Grand Championship. So T.Y., keep your eyes on a swivel because I'm coming, baby.
Stephen Crow. Right from the man himself. Looking to get back in the title picture. What happened between him and Blaze?
I thought you were over interrupting me during my introductions, and I've been wrong before. And tonight I was wrong again. So please thank Stephen Crow for me. Supposed to be unbiased. I think you should thank him a little louder. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. I wasn't even fishing for that, I promise. Whew. Why are you exactly the way that you are? Friends, one more though for Christian Star. Let's kick that one off on a positive. Hell of a jacket, making me look like crap with just this plaid that I know is a little too long. I've got to get it tailored, but they're expensive this time. So I'm not here for my looks anyway, so let's take them down a notch regardless. I'm really excited for this one, you guys. Last month, Gigi Ray made her return to Love Pro Wrestling for the first time in nearly a year. Last night, Taryn from Accounting became your brand new champion of Salvation. I'm always real excited to see the thickness Reed Matthews in this ring. And Zoe Sager is up next defending her Love Pro Wrestling Scramble Championship. But let's put some pomp and circumstance behind that one, shall we, friends, fan wrestling fans? The following contest is set to a for one fall! And it's for the Love Pro Wrestling Scramble Championship! Your referee for this title bout, PWA Hall of Famer, Mike the Fifth Fitzpatrick. Making their way to the ring, your first challenger.
The LPW Scramble Championship, a title unique. The Love Pro Wrestling can only be defended. Woods on Ray. Fresh off the appearance for All Elite Wrestling.
Making her way to the ring from Middlewood, Alberta. She is the money. Gigi Ray.
A substantial amount of history with most of the competitors in this matchup.
Your second challenger.
We await our second entrant, as Spencer mentioned last night. Derek from Accounting became the new champion of Salvation. Now he can get another title
Making her way to the ring from Love Pro Wrestling head offices. She is your champion of Salvation. Only three things are certain when she steps in the ring: death, taxes, and Taryn from Accounting.
Darren from Accounting, one of the few things that's going the way of the Clandestine Society currently.
Your third challenger.
Thickness, Reed Matthews, one half of the Short King. His Short King tag team partner, Marz, Excellence, will be a little bit later in our number one contender Gauntlet match. He's looking at singles gold in his portfolio today here. LPW number 47.
Making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, representing the Short King, weighing at 250 pounds, he is the Reed Matthews! And finally, your champion.
Last but certainly not least, your LPW Scramble Champion, the intangible Goose Sager. Sager, eons of history with Derek from Accounting, as well as Gigi Ray. Gigi Ray's first professional wrestling match. She defeated Zoe Sager for the PWA Women's Championship.
Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Love Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Mad Lads,
She is your Love Pro Wrestling Scramble Champion. She is the intangible Zoe Sager.
Zoe Sager flanked by the Mad Lads, the new LPW Tag Team Champions. And we are about set to get our first championship match of the evening underway. Patrick will be your official. Good luck, my brother. Scramble Championship match underway. If you're not familiar with how the Scramble works, everyone legal at the same time. First person to gain a pinfall or submission wins the title. Huge sunset bomb from Sager on Reed Matthews. A ton of history, of course, between Sager and Matthews, as well as... Oh, man. Reed Matthews with Zoe Sager's muscle, her hired gun for quite some time. Submission, crossface locked on. Matthews just scoops up Ray. Up onto the shoulder. He'd be able to get the feet down underneath. Who caught that elbow right in the jaw? Big STO from the thickness. Zoe picking her spot and got that kick in. We're starting off fast and furious. We're preparing from accounting, and I will do my best to keep track of all this. Taryn wisely, I mean, if there's a body there, go for the cover. With the wrestling version of getting pucks to the net, you never know what's going to happen. Series of hard rights from Ray. Oh, hang on, TFA tried to go for that number cruncher. Gigi able to avoid impact, but caught a right hand for her trouble. Nice back heel kick. Over the vertical suplex, and things looking good for the Queen of Mill Woods. Dumps Taryn out to the floor. Reed Matthews back up to his feet. Uh-oh. Not caught. Spin out power bomb from Matthews. Able to get the shoulder up. Reed looking to take advantage of a somewhat empty ring. He might be setting up for that down with the thickness, but Sager again going to the eyes. That's been her MO for months now. Reed Matthews, however, using that size advantage. I don't know if Zoe going to the eyes. He didn't care, whoever it was. They were going to get it. Drop kick to the base of the neck from your Scramble champion. And Reed Matthews was looking to get his hands on Sager for quite some time. I think he was going for down to the thickness again. But instead, an inadvertent team up for even a split second for Ray and Zoe. Amazing bridge to get out of that pinning combination. Backside from the champ. Off that kick. I think she might have been trying to grab a handful of the pants. But Ray able to kick out anyway. Maestro cradle from Gigi. Series of near falls from just about everybody. Shoulders down. She's able to kick out. Folds up Sager. Zoe Sager. An assisted style. He got clubbed in the back of the head like a baseball bat by Reed Matthews, and now Taryn and Gigi Ray battling it out on the floor. No love lost between those two. More than a professional rivalry for years, really. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Reed Matthews is locked on his target. Went for that cannonball, but Zoe able to get out of the way and hit that running knee. Zoe Sager used Reed Matthews as a meat shield, basically, for months. And helped get herself all the way to the top, all the way to that LPW Grand Championship. Taryn now back in the ring. Hit that Shining Wizard now. Grabbing Zoe off the top. Deep cover. Taryn thought that would work, and you know what? It almost did. Up onto the shoulders. Sager fighting to get out. Oh, drop toe hold, hung out to dry with that middle rope. It's your Scramble champion. Taryn out onto that ring apron. I can't see for who's down there. Oh, the legs pulled out from underneath. Taryn from accounting by Gigi Ray. Hey, back in the ring. He's reversed an Irish whip, but Ray with a beautiful cross body. Double underhook suplex. But Taryn from accounting, and these two can't stand up each other's way. Sager back inside the ring. STO takes Ray down. All four competitors inside the squared circle. Taryn sidestepped. Sandwich Sager in the corner with that clothesline. Now she's going to charge in. Pop the boot. Sager gingerly making her way up to that second turnbuckle. Took her eye off the ball to argue with some fans, and it cost her. Man, she's just like a rabid dog that swings. Now Ray looking to follow her up. And again, Sager swinging wildly. She's able to get both of them off of that corner. And I believe, at least for now, they're going to team up. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, at least for a second here. Gigi Ray. Taryn from accounting. Perhaps looking for double superplex. And they're going to get a little bit of help from Reed Matthews. What a show of power from the thickness. We like it when he throws people. Matthews making his way up to his feet. He can see, he can taste, he can smell that scramble title. And he's got his eyes locked on the champion, and that is not by accident. Nate Nixon from behind, roaring elbow. Now there's no disqualification in a scramble match, so unfortunately there's not a whole lot that the Finn can do. And now Ray, Tara from accounting, teaming up again, at least temporarily, to try to get rid of the Mad Lads. William Taylor just got hit in a very uncomfortable place. And I don't mean the back of the Volkswagen. Low bridge over the top, Nixon down to the floor. TFA, Gigi Ray both on their feet, and right smack dab in the middle is Zoe Sager. She's got history with both of them. And I think she just realized she's got no backup right now. Everybody's swinging wildly, but nobody able to connect. Is that a 3D? A 3 TFA? A 3 GG? I got a million of them. Ray up to the top. Corkscrew backsplash straight from Millwood. Taryn from accounting just stopped Gigi Ray from becoming the Scramble champion, and she got dumped out to the floor for her trouble. Looking for that number cruncher on Taryn from account, or Zoe Singer. Gigi Ray just pulled Taryn down to the floor. Both Taryn and Ray a fraction of a second away from becoming Scramble champion. And they're both hot about it. I can't see from where my vantage point is, but I can hear them battling it out on the floor. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Sager making her way to her feet. And she is about to come to a very harsh realization. Reed Matthews. Mistakes were made by Zoe Sager. And we could be seconds away from Reed Matthews winning his first LPW Scramble Championship. Taryn from accounting. Gigi Ray are up on the second level here at the rec room, duking it out. She just bounced Gigi Ray's skull off the side, off the wall. Inside the ring, Reed Matthews. Looking for that cannonball. Oh. William Taylor just hurled that steel chair right into the skull of the thickness Reed Matthews. While Tara from accounting and Gigi Ray are beating the crap out of each other in the crowd. That chair right against the face of Reed Matthews. I'm not cool with it. I'm not down with this, no pun intended. Look at Ray. And Taryn from accounting. Good God. Oh, man. Big running knee. That steel chair knee in the face of Reed Matthews. And he might be out. I mean, Matthews on spaghetti legs here. Sager with that Z factor on that steel chair. Zoe Sager will walk out the same way she walked in. Sager still your scramble champion. Gigi Ray and Taryn are still battling out on the floor. It's chaos in here right now. I think that Ray and Taryn blame each other for costing each other the Scramble Championship. And they're just duking it out on that stage area. We got security or somebody who can bring peace in our time.
I'm sick of you, Gigi. I'm sick of you. You come around once in a while thinking this is your house. I'm here day in and day out. No one's. Listen, I used to think you sticking your nose in everybody's business was kind of funny. I like to be a part of it. But now you're sticking your nose in my business. That was my title to win. Next month at LPW, I'm going to prove to you why this is my house, one-on-one.
Taryn laying down the challenge
Here. My house now.
for LPW 48.
Hell yeah. Next month? Sounds good, sounds good. Taryn from accounting and Gigi Ray go one-on-one. I love Pro Wrestling 48.
Well, we've already got one match announced for next month already. Taryn from accounting going one-on-one with Gigi Ray.
One more for TFA. I cleaned this ring like 3 weeks ago, and I am not looking forward to my Saturday. I am auctioning this off for $200,000. We're in. That's binding. That's a verbal contract. Am I right? Verbal contract? We're going to live for another day, you guys. Heck yeah. And that's not just me saying it. Sports Illustrated saying it. I take bank drafts, e-transfer, frickin' pieces of string. We're all good there. Hell yeah, you guys. Sometimes it's kind of nice. The nice thing about being a chef, we've got a lot of great sous chefs. I don't even necessarily need to be the one to cook. Gigi Ray and Taryn from accounting one-on-one sounds like one hell of a way to start Love Pro Wrestling 48, am I right? However, we're going to figure something else out for Love Pro Wrestling 48 in our next matchup here. We've got an individual in the main event tonight who won a #1 contenders match, and we figured, well, Ben, you know we like to do things bigger and better here at Love Pro Wrestling, am I correct? Don't worry, he is not going to be your #1 contender. He will be refereeing a #1 contenders matchup. And he ain't just refereeing a traditional one-on-one. Nah. The following contest is the #1 Contenders Gauntlet match. The individual to become the #1 contender will be the last person standing, following every single elimination in this here matchup. Matchups will be determined by pinfall or submission exclusively, and your deciding referee, Judge Beto. Making their way to the ring, your first entrant. Let's ready, go!
Lumberjack Larry Wood, unfortunately drawing one of the short draws here in our #1 contender gauntlet match. He will be involved in the first matchup. Former two-time LPW Grand Champion, no longer under a restraining order victim. Back in the title picture. 4 contenders in the gauntlet match. Number 2.
This is our second entrant.
Second entrant. Marz, the specialist. The rules of the gauntlet are very simple. Winner stays, loser pays. You win the matchup, you move on to face whoever drew number 3. Marz, the specialist, set. Get himself back in the title picture as well. I know these two gentlemen have a lot of respect for one another. The bell has rung, and our #1 contender gauntlet match is underway. Our first pairing. Larry sporting that unfortunate. I mean, it looks good now that it's been kind of touched up, but the luscious locks of Larry were cut by Rich King a couple of months ago. A rare show of sportsmanship here in Love Pro Wrestling. How about next month already? We've got Gigi Ray, Taryn from Accounting, one-on-one. Larry able to go behind with that waist lock. Marz breaks the grip. Still to come, T.Y. Jackson. Gonna defend. Make his first defense of the LPW Grand Championship that he won from Stephen Crow 1 month ago. Nice headlock takeover. Right back up to his feet. 1 count only. Judge Pitt open. Marz, I think, was trying to muscle him up into the German suplex, but Larry kept that center of gravity low. Up onto the shoulders of the fireman's carry. Oh, he went for that saw line. I think Marz might have saw his whole life flash before his eyes. Get it? Saw his whole life flash before his eyes? Come on, that's good stuff. Much a feeling out process between these two early on. You have to go into this match with a bit of a different mindset, knowing if you want to become number 1 contender, you basically have to win 3 matches consecutively. Marz tying up. Lumberjack Larry swinging wildly with that close. Nice back heel kick from the Crimson Lion. And that might be the opening he needs to start taking over. Larry trying to fight out from that double underhook. Oh man, hard rights through the jaw of Marz, the specialist. Beautiful leaping up kick. Staggers Marz into the corner. And now Larry charging the corner with that big clothesline. Looking for a second one. And Lumberjack Larry firmly in control. I think he tried to go for the bulldog there, shoved off. Through the ropes, down to the floor. And now a huge opening. I think his shoulder caught that ring post. Spencer Love. It's kind of nice when Gigi Ray versus Tara from Accounting just falls into your lap like that.
It's almost like the potato skin to what is going to be a heck of an appetizer here for Love Pro Wrestling 48th event tonight.
You're absolutely correct. Big dropkick sends Lumberjack Larry down to the floor. Keep your eye to see if lions can fly. Huge dive through the rope sends Larry almost to the back wall. Marz, the specialist, firmly in control of round 1. Of this gauntlet match to determine a new number 1 contender. Of course, we'll see Berat Gorani, the current number 1 contender, get his shot at T.Y. Jackson. Back inside the ring. I think, man, tried to hyperextend that elbow, and that's the shoulder and the arm that hit that ring post. And now Marz wisely going to key in on that body part, and you can't blame him. You can hear the screams of pain from Lumberjack Larry all the way up here. Wrapping that arm around that top rope again. Trying to hyperextend that elbow with that shoulder. A little bit of rule bending from Marz, uncharacteristic, but I mean, there's a lot on the line here, in fairness. Oh, right up, tried to follow him. First down to the canvas. You can see Larry favoring that arm and that shoulder. Both competitors making their way back to their feet. I'd say we're at a bit of a stalemate here, but Larry is the one-armed man, basically. Oh, got caught. Trying to lock in that Marz bar. Marz, the specialist. Locking in that Marz bar. And Omen in position to see if Larry's going to tap. Larry says no. He's trying to roll into the pressure. Able to do so on the second try, but still wrist control. Trying to muffle up Larry. Nice arm drag to escape the clutches of Marz. Knee. Scrambling over to make the cover. They were using a free leg to kick out, but Marz again, right after that arm. Looks like the Kimura. Screaming at Larry to tap out. Marz got to be careful to keep his shoulders off the canvas. Larry getting the legs underneath him. Look at the power of Larry Woods. It's a hell of a way to escape a submission. But that right arm is not in good shape at all. Sits out with the Uranagi, but that hurt him too. Larry up to the top, but took too much time. Caught by Marz. He's going to follow him up. Marz with that spider suplex. Nobody does it better. And then that core strength to get back up vertical again. Marz the specialist high atop the rec room. Beautiful moonsault. Very kicked out with that right shoulder right into that Marz bar again. And he's far from the ropes this time. He's just trying to rolls through into the cover. Again, smart way to get out of that submission. And on his feet, duck that big clothesline. That's set flip. And again, just grabbing that arm. Oh, got caught in that crucifix. Lumberjack Larry pins
Gauntlet match. Lumberjack Larry Woods. Your next competitor.
Let's see who drew number 3. Oh, Sheik Shabaz. Your next entrant in the gauntlet. As I said, winner stays.
Main Street of LA. Sheik Shabaz.
Marz, the specialist, eliminated. I think there's a show of respect there between the two. But Shabaz wasting no time. Getting on Lumberjack Larry Woods. From one half of the former LPW Tag Team Champions. And Marz, the specialist, gave him a gift in a very severely damaged right arm. And Shabaz knows that, as you can see, he's going to target it right off the hop. Dumped Larry on his head. Oh, come on now. Is that really necessary? Up, Larry slams him down. Could be looking for that slingshot shoulder. Scampers over to make the cover. Larry kicking out, using that right arm to get that right shoulder off, which I'm sure is incredibly painful. Any kind of movements right now. Still to come, we may have an LPW Challenge Championship match. Nobody home for Shabaz in the corner. Shabaz landed awkwardly on his head. Larry feeling the effects of this match, as well as the war he just had with Marz, the specialist. I mean, that's the luck of the draw in a situation like this. And we know that means the final competitor will be Rich King. And you know Lumberjack Larry wants to beat Sheik Shabaz so he can finally get his mitts on the King of the North. Shabaz back up to his feet. Muscled up into that fireman's carry. Down to the canvas. But again, unable to follow up. I think that arm severely hampering any kind of offense. Shabaz got the shoulder up on that pinning attempt. Larry looking to follow up, but he's hurting right now. Larry, I think he's looking for that saw line. Shabaz ducked that saw line, caught him in the goozle. Bang, choke slam from Sheik Shabaz. Larry got the shoulder up, but he is definitely worse for wear. Shabaz calling for the end of this one. Looking for that kill shot. Looking for that crucifix power bomb. Oh, Larry able to get down. Ties up Shabaz. That clotheslines with that bad arm. Shabaz wisely, or maybe just luckily, rolled outside the ring. But I'm not sure if Larry would have been able to make the cover anyway. Larry going to follow Shabaz out to the floor. I don't know if that's a wise move.
2, 3.
But Lumberjack Larry Woods is all heart.
5.
Rolling Shabaz back inside the ring. Larry. Oh, is he looking to go? Larry looking to go up top, looking to go high risk, maybe for that leg drop. Many a match, many a title won with that leg drop. But Shabaz, he's getting up to his feet. Oh, come on. Rich King, face to face. King attacking Sheik Shabaz. That ankle slam.
Your winner by disqualification, Sheik Shabaz.
A scumbag. King attacked Sheik Shabaz, forcing Ben Ullman's hand to disqualify him, but Larry, He's going to make the most of any opportunity he gets to get his hands on Rich King. Being held back. Oh! Taking the thumb to the eyes. Referee's checking on the condition of the eyes of Lumberjack Larry Woods. Well, and there's Thaddeus Archer. I thought we might get away with it.
Rich King.
I thought we might get away with not having to see him tonight, but I can see I'm mistaken. And you heard it from Spencer Love, the final competitor, the final entrant in this #1 contender gauntlet is indeed the King of the North, Rich King. The winner of this match will become #1 contender to the LPW Grand Championship, whoever may hold it after tonight. So not only did King get Larry Woods disqualified, but basically Pearl Harbored his opponent, got the jump on him. A devious move, to say the least. Shabaz was trying to fight up from underneath, but just clubbed back down to the canvas by King. And King, I mean, basically starting this match on third base. He can work a very methodical pace, pick his spots. Shabaz able to avoid the impact there. And a sliver of light shining in on his chances to win this matchup. Attack bar Shabaz. Well, Thaddeus Archer grabbed a hold of the ankle of Shabaz. Muscled him over, and that vertical suplex hooks the leg, too. And Thaddeus Archer paying dividends for Rich King, as he often does. Much to the chagrin of pretty much every human being alive. King butterflying the arms, won't be looking for that 86-7 driver. Shabaz instead hits the spinebuster. That took a lot out of the Sheik, unable to follow up. Sheik Akbar Shabaz back to his feet. Series of clotheslines from Shabaz. Big leaping European uppercut in the corner. And Shabaz putting it all together right now in hopes of becoming the #1 contender. His tag team partner, the current #1 contender. Perhaps the LPW Grand Championship in the future of Paralira. Up onto the shoulders. I think Rich rather, I apologize. Went to the nose or the eyes to get out of that fireman's carry, and it worked. Very effective. Oh, hard right hand staggers King back into the corner. Tried to go up and over. Caught Shabaz in the head. And now King looking to take over. Up and over onto the apron. Into the Cobra clutch on the apron. That adds some extra leverage to the spine using that top rope. Smart move from King, now charging in. Hit that knee right on the jaw. Shabaz might be out on his feet right now. Northern Lights with the bridge. Oh, floating over. What an athlete. I mean, you don't have to like him. I don't like him, but you have to respect the athleticism as he locks in that cloverleaf. Van Owen in position to see if Shabaz wants to give it up. He's clawing his way to that bottom rope. Shabaz using that height to his advantage to get to that bottom rope. Things definitely not looking good for Sheik Shabaz. Rich King could be moments away from becoming #1 contender to the LPW Grand Championship. Inside cradle from Shabaz. King able to kick out. Now out on the apron. Gonna try to bring him in with the suplex. Shoulder block into the midsection. Flank shot into that DDT. And this one could be all over. Oh, Shabaz right shoulder up. These two tremendous competitors leaving it all in the ring in hopes of becoming #1 contender. King starting to get frustrated. As I said, he basically started this match on third base, but unable to get home, at least up to this point. And you can see Shabaz in a bad way. A series of forearms right to the jaw of Shabaz. Rocking the jaw of the former tag team champion. Rich King, a former tag team champion in his own right. King all the way up to the top rope. A tremendous show of athleticism from this young man. Oh, Shabaz slid out the back door. Crucifix powerbomb. Wins the gauntlet.
Your winner, the new #1 Pro Wrestling Championship, Sheik Shabaz.
Sheik Shabaz earning himself a championship match here at LPW 47. Rich King's plan backfires. Sarah Lear may have lost the tag team gold, but each member. I'm now a shot at the LPW Grand Championship. Shabaz going to put on them shades and ride off into the sunset.
One more.
We're going to go to intermission, but stick around because we've got so much more to come.
One more. Down in the first, got punched in the face. Now, friends, wrestling fans, before we get to our intermission here, I do want to go on my way to shout out to specific individuals who made tonight and make Love Pro Wrestling possible. We are not what we are without our community surrounding us. So, a huge thank you to our friends at Booster Juice for coming out tonight. Give them a hell yeah. Give them a hell yeah. A huge shout out to our friends at the Edmonton Oil Kings for coming out tonight. We only run the big houses, friends, and we get the opportunity to run the biggest house because of that. A huge shout out as well to the Sundog K9. Huge shout out to my hot girlfriend out there. They're looking good. Starting her own business, and that starts on May 1st. She's so embarrassed I'm doing this right now. Give her a hell yeah. I'm sorry, I've got my spot on the couch. We'll call her in. But thank you guys, and a huge shout out to the record in South Edmonton as well. This has been the home of Edmontonian professional wrestling for the better part of 4 years. So I shouted out our text, and let's give one hell yeah to the record as a whole. As I'm sure you can tell, this is not how a professional wrestling ring is supposed to look. So we're going to hit an intermission. Be back in 15 minutes time, friends, fan, wrestling fans. We got some more cool shit coming your way. Give that. Oh, hell yeah. We'll see you shortly, friends. Thanks again.
After we wrestled the match, got jumped and got jumped again. Which did you enjoy that?
We did it! We effing did it!
Oh my God, you guys, tell me about your win tonight!
It was fantastic. The night was amazing until you walked up, to be honest. Truly brilliant.
Of course you guys did it. See, the thing that people need to understand is my plans always succeed. My plans always succeed. And so it was destined that you guys would be getting gold at the hands of the intangible Zoe Sager.
You are the best, brightest, you are the best boss these mad lads could have asked for.
The best mind.
You.
The best.
Thank you,
The best.
Zoe. Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you, Zoe.
You're welcome, LPW. Let's go, Sally. Woo!
Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Carly Sand, signing out.
Action.
I'm backstage here with Pirulira. You guys lost your titles tonight. What does that mean for you?
It means exactly what I've been saying this whole time. Me and Berat, Pirulira is the best tag team in LPW. The best tag team anywhere we go. The first time we lost the titles, we didn't get pinned. The second time was after we wrestled a match, got jumped, and got jumped again. Which shows us that no team can beat us one-on-one fair and square. So you know what? That's fine. Mad lads, you got lucky tonight. Whatever. Everybody gets lucky once in a while. We'll get those titles back.
Hold up a second, Sheik. I know you're probably eager to get revenge on those mad lads.
Are you?
I am. But you weren't here last month. On the Thursday show, I won a #1 contendership for the LPW Grand title. How about we take a little break from tag team action and I do a little singles match next month?
Yes.
Thanks. So, T.Y. Jackson, congratulations are in order. You've showed that the chase is worth it, and you're a man of your word. You're the people's champion, T.Y. But that first title defense is the hardest. And I'm here as your biggest challenge and your first challenge. So next month, LPW 47, the Prince of Albania versus T.Y. Jackson for the LPW Grand Championship. Let's let you know. Book it.
I'm gonna text him right now.
Yes. Good luck, man. Appreciate it.
Oh my.
I guess this might be it for Pirulira.
It's okay, Larry. I had to bail you out. That's what mothers do. I'm always there for you.
All right, it was just an absolute fuck up, and like, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Larry! I know you had a really hard night. It was so nice of you to bail him out. I made you something. This is out of your hair. I thought it might make you feel better.
Cool. You hang on to it real quick, because I've got shit I have to go do. So I'll be right back. Thanks. Hey, Mom,
Let's go.
Let's go. Fuck Rich.
Currently sit out. Hey, that was so intense out there. How did it go?
Well, you know what? Tonight, the cream rose to the top. I'm on top as usual. And yeah, you know, I've been waiting my turn to let this audience know what I'm all about. They've been getting a free ride up until this point. But the fact of the matter is, I'm the prettiest wrestler in that ring. I'm prettier than all those audience members. I'm prettier than all the refs. I'm prettier than anyone watching this out in the wide world. And the fact of the matter is, I deserve to win because I am the most beautiful wrestler to ever grace that ring.
Out of everybody?
That's right, yeah. There's no one who even comes close. I'm miles above. I am at the tippy top of the pyramid. I am the most beautiful face you've ever seen. This is $1 million face. Nobody else has an insurance policy like that except for me.
Well, you were really kind of balling with Christian Star.
He was ready to fight. He said he was ready to fight, and he got a fight. He'll get a fight out of me anytime he comes around. Every other wrestler in this locker room is going to get a fight out of me anytime they want it.
And anybody?
That's right. Anyone who steps in that ring with me is going to get the full intensity of the runaway model Nick Shostasnik. I am prettier than them. I am more beautiful than them. I am more attractive than them. I am more statuesque than them. And that goes for all the wrestlers, all the refs, all the audience. Carly, I'm prettier than you. Ooh la la.
That was so mean! out.
Rich. I got two pieces of news. Dean's off to the hospital. They think he has a concussion. He's off to the hospital. So I'm gonna have the best doctors take a look at him, but I don't know how he's gonna be. I know it's not.
Hey, I'm so sorry to interrupt, Dad.
Okay.
But so Spencer just told me that because you've been inserting your business into Larry's business so much that well, the police have deemed the restraining order null and void.
What?
Oh my God.
What the hell is happening in this goddamn place?
I didn't know that happened.
What's going on here? You better have some goddamn better news for me!
Listen, I have amazing news. I was starting with the bad stuff first. Next month, I have got you in a #1 contender gauntlet. And what that means is you win that, and you get T.Y. Jackson.
#1 contender gauntlet.
Yes. T.Y. Jackson just went out there and won that title tonight. And now you have the opportunity, which we know, we're going to work it out. You're going to win that #1 contendership. You'll get T.Y. Larry will be in the back burner. He can go deal with his mom or whatever. Who cares about the restraining order? Next month, #1 contender gauntlet. We don't need to worry about Dean. We don't need to worry about anything. We need to get you T.Y.
That's why I keep you around, Fab. You're so fucking good at your job.
I got you. Bad stuff comes, but we'll take care of it, okay?
Fucking lumberjack.
It's okay.
Fucking lumberjack.
We'll leave him behind. T.Y. Jackson and the LPW Grand Championship. Who needs tag gold when the king can have the top gold? Archer up.
Steven, what the hell? What are you doing out there?
Dad!
What happened?
Shut up!
We're a family.
Karen, shut up!
Why would you do
Shut
that?
up! He lost the title for me! He lost it! I don't care that we're family! He's not my brother!
You
That's
can't
not what
do
I
this anymore!
Shut up! I don't care anymore!
You can't
I don't
do this
care!
anymore!
He had it coming! He deserved it!
Enough!
He asked for it! He didn't listen to me! He betrayed me, Taryn! Did you see what he did? He's lucky I didn't kill him!
What did you do out there, Steven?
Shut up, Taryn! Shut your mouth! Ah! Get the hell out of my face!
Oh my goodness, T.Y. That was amazing. Here I am, backstage with a new LPW Grand Champion.
Yep. Yeah, Carly. Sorry. A little bit of rough shape right now, but we did it. We finally did it. You know, it was a long couple years, a lot of ups and downs. A lot of times I thought I was going to do it, and as confident as I was going into this, there was a little part of me that was like, am I going to mess this up again? But we did it. We got through it. And LPW's new grand champion, T.Y. Jackson. Sounds great, doesn't it?
It sounds so good. That was amazing. I can't even believe it. That was out of control.
Thank you, appreciate it. I'm gonna make sure to carry this championship well. So the past year it's been held by somebody who hasn't been, let's just say, the best in giving people opportunities. So I'm gonna make sure that anybody who's earned a chance at this gets a chance at this.
Well, this is just amazing. We're in a new era of T.Y. Jackson, Grand Champion. Carly Sand, signing out.
On your own, where are you now? It up that you had lost, lost again, lost it all. Start again, just so you take a look around. This is how it's gonna end up. Just to keep it
Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, you beautiful people. How you doing?
Check, check, check.
Who scored, Jocelyn? We are doing the Google machine right now. Stay tuned. I promise we've got you covered. Pod Colton?
Hi.
The only Russian I like. Anyways. I'm kidding. We're not getting political this early. I've still got 3 drinks at the bar, so stick around after the conclusion of the show. Friends, fam, wrestling fans, before we kickstart here, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Judge Ben Omen and referee Stu Garvey. Y'all recently just got to see how the sausage is made and the cookie is baked here as far as a wrestling ring goes. Now, here's a fun one. Y'all saw a whole heck of a lot of wood and not a whole heck of a lot of trampoline like a lot of you folks on the internet seem to think. This hurts. This is why I ring announce you guys, and it's why I always want y'all to give a hell of a lot of love to each and every individual we've got in the back. They're putting the bodies on the line for each and every one of you. So give them all a hell yeah. Except for Thaddeus Archer III. You used to be, he still is. His hair's slicked back, lives for New Year's Eve, white Ferrari, chicken spaghetti at Ciccolini's. It's been a long time since I said that here. That's a throwback for y'all longtime fans. YouTube.com/LoveWrestlingCA. Thank y'all for being here as well, too. You guys are seeing why Edmonton, Alberta, Canada is one hell of a professional wrestling city. And fam,
Spencer.
I'm being yelled at, God. It's me, Margaret.
Mason McTavish of the Anaheim Ducks has just scored. I hate to be the bearer. I love to be the bearer of bad news.
I would call you Bad News Boris, but we're live on YouTube, so I think there'd be a certain company that might have an issue with gimmick infringement.
They're a little litigious, are they not?
They're a little frustrated when people steal their intellectual property, yes. Anyways, thank y'all for being here. I was starting it before the intermission, and, well, life happened. So I want to continue to thank the people who make Love Pro Wrestling possible.
A huge shout out to What's the Deal. Thank you guys for supporting us. A huge shout out to the only lawyers I like at McGinnis Law. It's good to see you guys. Thank you all for being here. And a huge shout out as well to McBain Camera. Well, me, I shouldn't speak for anyone else. I struggle to look good, you guys, and McBain does it for me. So a huge thanks to each and every one of you guys for choosing to support us. It means a whole hell of a lot. I'll say it a lot throughout the next couple of hours, but the community that Love Pro Wrestling has built is the most important thing to me. I like to think we put on the best matches this province has to offer. I like to think there's only one brand running the big houses, but it's all because each and every one of you choose to support us. So, thank you guys. I can't tell you how much pun fully intended, love each and every one of you. Thank you for being on the South Side tonight. You guys can't cheer for yourself. How the hell are you going to cheer for anybody else? And that is a really classy RuPaul reference. So thank you all for putting up with me. After chatting with a couple of our doctors here in the back, I'm still not certain how this is going to go. But I'll be quite honest with you guys. I'm just here to yell. We did the legwork earlier. Now I'm just here to yell enthusiastically, professionally, and better than anyone in this province. Oops. Sorry. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, the fan. All right, so I'm not ordering new merch and that shit won't sell. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Wrestling Challenge Championship. Your deciding referee for this title bout, Love Pro Wrestling Senior Official Judge Ben Omen. Making their way to the ring first, your challenger.
The runaway model, Nick Shostastic, shocked the rec room last month with his heinous attack on his opponent, Christian Starr. We've seen him on social media and talking with Carly Sin about how he's tired of the fans. Other choice words about their appearance.
New York and Japan. He is the runaway model. He is Nick Shostastic.
I have to say, I'm a little bit surprised at this attitude that we've seen from Shostastic recently. I used to have quite a lot of love for this young man. This is a guy that I definitely do not recognize. Slated to go one-on-one with God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blaze, for that LPW Challenge Championship. I don't know exactly what the deal is. It sounds like Spencer doesn't know either.
And your champion?
Yeah, see you out there. As we await the arrival of the LPW Challenge champion, Michael Richard Blaze, who was on the receiving end of an absolutely brutal attack from his brother, former LPW Grand Champion Stephen Crow, after losing that title last month. I mean, I got an up close and personal look. I mean, is he here?
Well. It would appear that Michael Richard Blaze is not going to make an appearance tonight. You know, maybe getting his ass kicked
by his little brother affected his self-esteem. He calls himself God's gift to wrestling. He says that he's going to save us. Talking about salvation. You know what? As long as we're in the habit of a little bit of casual blasphemy around here, if I'm not the most beautiful wrestler to ever live, may God strike this audience down.
I'm still here. I don't know what you guys.
And speaking of this audience, and I'll do the talking, thank you very much. I have never seen such a conglomeration of ugly, 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 ugly people.
No, I don't know what this guy's deal is, man.
Boo yourself. Hey, who do you think you are anyways? I am. Hey, honey. Hey, you, yeah. Yeah, with the braids. You look like a show pony. You know, I didn't hear boo. I heard ooh la la. So let's hear it. Let's hear it now. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. I was saying ooh la la. Spencer, given that Michael Richard Blaze has decided not to appear tonight, I think it's only fair that you award me the Challenge Championship belt. I think that's completely fair. If he doesn't want to compete, if he doesn't want to be challenged, then how can he hold that belt? So what I think you should do, where is that belt anyway? Huh? Like, oh, he didn't bring it. Well, that's a problem. Well, we'll deal with that later. Well, you'll have to give me an IOU. I think that just to move on and stop wasting all these ugly people's time, you should just declare me the new LPW Challenge Champion, the runaway model, Nick Shostastic.
I mean, I don't know if that's exactly how things work around here.
So what do you say, Spencer?
Your winner.
Oh, hold on a second. Michael Richard Blaze is in the building. I mean, not dressed to compete, but he is here. So this situation just got a lot more interesting.
You know, I had a lot of thinking to do. I had a lot of thinking to do over the last month. And I have lived a lot of life over the last month, too. And I'm obviously not in my wrestling gear. Because I had two choices to make. And a part of me, I was ready to come out here and relinquish this And after 23 years of this being my life, walking away. But then I listened to your ass talk all the shit you just talked. And when you hit these people with everything you just said, when you disrespected the business that I love, you made my choice very, very easy, and I know exactly what I have to do. But before I do that, I'm going to give you an opportunity. You forfeit, you get out, you save yourself, or let me save you.
MRB turning the tables on Shostastic. Shostastic gonna take a walk. Oh, come on. There's the bell. Shostastic. I thought he was gonna steal the Challenge Championship. This match is underway. This match is official. Driving Blaze face first into the canvas. Blaze again able to kick out. LPW Challenge Championship on the line. And I can't believe that we could have witnessed Michael Richard Blaze call it a career tonight, but instead, right now he's on the receiving end of a beatdown, courtesy of the runaway model. Still to come tonight, the LPW Tag Team Championships on the line. The Mad Lads going to make their first defense against Jaxx Wylder and the Canadian Goose Kyle Shaw. And of course, our main event, T.Y. Jackson going to defend the LPW Grand Championship against Berat Gorani. But right now, it's all about the challenge title. Blaze charging in with that shotgun drop kick. You can't take your eye off Blaze and give him that much time. Irish whip and big back elbow cuts him down. Vertical suplex and floats over into that knee. Perfectly placed. And perhaps now Shostastic rethinking his choices. Blaze up to the top with the dive. Takes out Shostastic in about 4 chairs. Man, can hear that all the way up here. Shostastic back inside the ring. Caught him with that forearm of Blaze. Gonna fire back. Blaze soaking it in from the crowd here at the Rec Room. Hanging out. The runaway model over that top rope. Series of strikes to that knee. And now, Michael Richard Blaze is about to take flight. Flipping leg drop, coast to coast. from God's gift to wrestling. Michael Richard Blades. Could have been moments away from calling it a career, but instead defending the Challenge Championship. And Nick Shostastic faces his final consecration.
Challenge champion, your savior, Michael Richard Blades.
MRB still your challenge champion. Blades looking for something. It might be a microphone. I'm not 100% sure. That's exactly what it is.
Whew. I was not ready for that. I said I had a choice to make. That wasn't really my choice. So I still want to explain it to you guys. But before I get to that, about 20 years ago, I wrestled in Edmonton for the first time when I was only 17 years old. And the venue I wrestled at for the Prairie Wrestling Alliance was the Nate Main Campus Gym. And we just announced a show at that place. Yeah. I feel like for me and a couple of the guys in the back, that's like going home. And don't get me wrong, I love the rec room. They treat us great. And I love all of you guys, and I hope I see you there on June 20th. I also hope I see you back here at the end of May next month. But that decision I had to make, June 20th has a big part of that. And Stephen Crow, baby brother, I want you to hear my decision. Come on, baby brother. You're still wearing that, I'll wear mine too. Before I get started, when you don't have a chair, when you can't kick my ass with an advantage, what do you want to get off your chest? I'm sure Spencer has a second microphone for you.
You lost me that title last month. You're the reason. You and only you. You're supposed to be my big brother. You're supposed to protect me at all costs. And you know what? You've always been holding me back. You've been holding me back in wrestling and in life. I should be further along in life, but I have an older brother like you that's been holding me back forever. And you know what? I wish you weren't even my brother. So that's your truth. You spoke your truth. That's what you believe. Listen, from the time we were kids, every time you said you hated me because you wanted one of my toys, I gave it to you. Every time you hit me because I beat you at a game at No Mercy N64, you know what I did? I never hit you back. I never hit you back. I just let you beat me in the next match. I never hit you. I never got in your way growing up. I never did that. And for the last year, I have made myself smaller. I have gone into the background and I have let you be larger than life. I have let you lead your own path. And you can blame me. You can blame me. You can blame me for your failures. That's fine. Don't take any accountability. That's more than fine. But the truth is, I never take credit for anyone's success. But without me, there is no you. Without me, and a few of the guys that have been around for a really long time, I don't know if this even exists. Before everyone and this was even a thing, there was me, there was a guy by the name of Brandon Van Danielson, and there was Sheik Shabaz. And we were doing things nobody believed you could do. I was the guy getting my ass on WWE TV when no one thought it was possible. I was the guy going all around the world learning from the greats, like TJ Wilson, like Natty Neidhart, like Harley Race, like Dr. Tom Pritchard. I was the guy wrestling Samoa Joe and Cody Rhodes. I was the guy that decided to take all of that work that I put in and every painful bump and every mile and every dollar I spent to learn everything I did and start showing it to everybody who would listen because I want everybody to be better. I showed it to you because I wanted you to be better and because I love you. For 23 years, I have obsessed with this. This has been priority number one, and you tried to take that from me. My own brother. But what's worse, and what made me really think, maybe this had to be it, and you should know this better than anybody else, is when I had my beautiful baby girl that is at home. This became priority number two. I didn't love this as much. I still love this so much that I come out here no matter what, and I do the best I possibly can for you, for them, for everybody. But when I woke up the next day, and she looked at me, and she asked me to take her to a play place, and I couldn't get out of bed, that's when I knew I had to make a choice, and it was either quit or, and I already talked to Spencer about this, it's not going to be sanctioned by LPW. But in my home, when we go back to Nate, opening the show that night, unsanctioned, no rules, baby brother, Michael Richard Blaze, Stephen Crow, June 20th. And I have spent all of these years trying to be a savior and telling everybody, let me save you. But I'm not going to tell you that, baby brother, because June 20th, I'm going to give you the beating I should have when we were kids.
June 20th at Nate. It all comes to a head. It all comes to a boil. All roads lead to the unsanctioned match. I was there that night at Nate when Michael Richard Blaze wrestled his first match here in Edmonton. I was involved in that match. And I'll be there June 20th at Nate for an epically violent chapter to be written in the history of Stephen Crow and Michael Richard Blaze. But we still got a lot more business to take care of tonight.
I can't wait for June 20th, friends, fam, wrestling fans. Tyler Breeze returns to Alberta. And in our first matchup at Nate, Michael Richard Blaze versus Stephen Crow in an unsanctioned match. But that's for another edition of Love Pro Wrestling. In the meantime, in the in-between time, in the tonight time. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It's for the Love Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. Your deciding referee for this title bout, referee Stu Garvey. Making their way to the ring, your first challenger.
Jaxx Wylder making his way to the ring. Still looking, I think, for that big breakthrough win, and every time it doesn't happen, I think he gets a little wilder, no pun intended.
187 pounds, he is Jaxx Wylder!
He'll take a few more risks, a little bit more violence. He's got a chance to get his first taste of LPW gold. My God, he's ready.
And his tag team partner.
The Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw, one of the most popular members of the LPW roster. I think these two would make fine tag team champions. They have a tall order, taking on the new champions in the Mad Lads. Kyle Shaw, a former champion of Salvation in his own right. a veteran of Alberta wrestling rings.
From Goose Creek, Alberta, weighing in at light at the feather heat, it's the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw!
I like it.
And your champion.
Zoe Sager instructed white shirt William Taylor to make that deal with the devil, to relinquish his clandestine wrestling society championship of salvation for an opportunity at the LPW Tag Team Titles after Lira had successfully defended them in a hard-fought bout last month. Opportunism at its finest, but it worked.
City, UK, and representing Paul So Hard University. White shirt William Taylor. Nasty Nixon. Your love for Wrestling Tag Team Champion.
And they are your new LPW Tag Team Champions. And operating at a higher level of confidence than I've ever seen them. The nasty one, white shirt William Taylor. First defense of those new tag team titles. Oh, right between the eyes of Kyle Shaw. Wylder dumped to the floor. I mean, come on, you guys. I think Shaw might be. Oh, come on now. I think that shot between the eyes with that championship put the lights out on Kyle Shaw. Super Buck Nasty just adding to it. We might need some help out here for Shaw. Oh, Taylor giving Nixon that steel chair. Oh, don't do this. Oh, Jaxx Wylder able to get that chair away from Nixon. Chasing the Mad Lads down to the floor. Well, I don't know about Wylder's partner. I don't know if Goose is going to be able to go. Yeah, I think Judge Ben Omen's saying that. I mean, that shot from the belt, that was flush right between the eyes. I mean, even before that Super Buck Nasty, I think that he was out. Yeah, I don't like this. Does not look good at all for Kyle Shaw.
Unfortunately, the Canadian Goose will no longer be able to compete in the Tag Team Championship.
So does that mean Jaxx has got to go it alone? I mean, he's crazy enough to do it, but I mean, it's a suicide mission, really. And you can see Jaxx talking to Stuart Garvey. He's saying, I'll do it. All right, that's the bell. Jaxx Wylder going to go it alone against the Mad Lads. I mean, I don't like his odds, but again, quick cover. This kid's got a lot of guts, I'll give him that. Nixon reverses that whip. And turned his back on the nasty one, caught that pump knee right between the shoulder blades and up. Fireman's carrying. Knee. Valley driver. And Wylder might be done already. Oh, Jaxx kicked out. And I'll give this kid all the credit in the world. He could have just as easily said, you know what? Let's do this another time when things are a little bit more square. But he didn't come this far to just come this far. Wylder back up to his feet, but right into the clutches of Nixon. Leighton choked across that middle rope. Still to come, the main event. Berat Gorani, #1 contender, gets a shot at the new LPW Grand Champion, T.Y. Jackson. But right now, Jaxx Wylder facing his reckoning 2-on-1 against Nixon now legal. They're having a good time. They're laughing. They're smiling. All's well in the camp of the Mad Lads. I'm sure Zoe's back there looking on, enjoying what she's seeing as well. Hard form, but Wylder firing back. Jaxx Wylder getting a second wind on Nate Nixon. Now that MMA background coming in handy for Wylder. Series of kicks right into that sternum of the nasty one. Wylder up on that middle rope. Takes out both Mad Lads. I mean, that took a lot out of an already depleted Jaxx Wylder. Fans rallying behind Jaxx Wylder here at the Rec Room. Kicking his way to his feet. He's in the corner. There's nobody there to save him. Unfortunately, nobody there to help Jaxx Wylder. That is the music of the Victus Reed Matthews. Reed Matthews with that ice pack on his head from his earlier battle in that scramble match. He says he wants in. He wants to be Jaxx Wylder's tag team partner. Wylder happy to agree. The odds are evened up. Here at LPW 47. Fitness taking it to the Mad Lads. A man that big should not move that fast. Stacking up. Nixon corner. Beautiful German suplex. Show of power from Reed Matthews. Vertical suplex. And this whole tag team championship match just got turned on its head. Matthews with that seismic toss on white shirt William Taylor. Two almost new champions. Matthews now with white shirt William Taylor isolated in the ring. Trying to go for that down with the thickness, but white shirt with that free right hand. Reed Matthews able to elbow his way into freedom. Cut white shirt in half, but there was a tag made. Nate Nixon now legal. So he's trying to go for that buck nasty, but just can't get the fingers locked. Nixon through the ropes, down to the floor. And the citizens scurry, and the thickness flies. There was a tag made. Jaxx Wylder, now the legal man. He's got a little Mr. Flacco going on. The homage to his original partner. Nixon kicked out. But the easy night that the Mad Lads thought they would have has not come to fruition. Wylder with Nixon. Oh, Nixon able to go behind. Elbow on target, heavy strikes. Wylder. Nefarious intentions. Pull up on the shoulders. Hard down to the canvas. Going for the cover, but Zoe Sager has appeared on the ring apron. She has Stuart Garvey's attention. Wasn't able to make the count from that pinning combination. Oh, she left that Scramble Championship for white shirt William Taylor. He just clubbed Reed Matthews. The Mad Lads, Zoe Sager, always have a plan and a backup plan. There's the cover on Matthews. And the Mad Lads retain the tag team title.
Your winner, Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion, Goose Live.
Zoe Sager and the Mad Lad will walk out of LPW 47 with all the gold they walked in with. Sager again getting the one-up on Reed Matthews. This unit. Oh, come on now. Just like a pack of rabid dogs. Wylder coming in to try to come to the aid of his partner. The number's just too much. Wylder down to the floor again. Oh, here comes Marz, the specialist, to save his short big brother with a steel chair. Nixon and Sager will collect what's left of white shirt William Taylor. But the fact of the matter is still tag champions is the Mad Lad. Marz the specialist and Jaxx Wylder checking on the condition of Reed Matthews. He's been through the ringer tonight.
One more for the thickness. One more for the thickness. One more for Jaxx Wylder. If you thought that chair was expensive, don't think I've forgotten about the $200,000 you owe me. Ben will be, I think Ben's repping this next match. Ben's not repping the next match, you guys, I'm sorry. You know what, we can use a little positivity. Ben, stand up and take a bow. There he is. I'm gonna get a talking to in the back. That's okay. I've been cheated before. I'll be cheated again. Friends, I'm gonna say it a million times after the show, but I think we bring the best professional wrestling to Edmonton, Alberta that this city's got to offer. Am I right? Am I right? Holler at it. But we ain't done yet. This journey is of 1,000 miles, friends, and I would walk 1,000 miles. Not a single person is going to be excited for our Vanessa Carlton brand. But thank you guys. I can't tell you how appreciated you are, and I'm going to show you guys the best way that we possibly know how to do so here at Love Pro Wrestling with some goddamn violence. Are you ready for your main event? Are you ready for T.Y. Jackson to defend the Grand Championship for the first time? Are you ready for Berat Gorani's first opportunity at singles gold? The following contest is your main event! Scheduled for one fall! Love Pro Wrestling Grand Championship! Your deciding referee for this main event title bout, PWA Hall of Famer, Mike the Fifth Fitzpatrick. Making their way to the ring first, your challenger.
We are set for our main event. And as the Prince of Albania makes his way to the ring, I want to stop just for a moment. This past week, we lost a wonderful, wonderful friend of Love Pro Wrestling, of the professional wrestling industry, of our great city of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, Warren Barris. One of my best friends, nothing but wonderful things to say about Warren Barris. I will miss him dearly, and tonight we are doing this one for you.
From Kosovo, he is juicy. He is your number one contender to the Love Pro Wrestling Grand Championship. Berat
Gorani looking to make the most of his first opportunity at the LPW Grand Championship.
And your champion.
But this young man went through hell and high water to win that title. But now the real work begins as T.Y. Jackson makes his first LPW Grand Championship title defense. That belt looks good around that waist.
Making his way to the ring, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 205 pounds. It's your champ, the Love Pro Wrestling Grand Champion, T.Y. Jackson.
T.Y. Jackson, first defense of his first reign as LPW Grand Champion, defeating Stephen Crow 1 month ago. And now every member of the LPW roster has their aim right between his eyes, but this young man up for the challenge. Michael the Fitzpatrick holding aloft what it's all about, the LPW Grand Championship. And there's the bell. Our main event is underway. And I want to take a second just to thank everybody for joining us tonight. There is an amazing amount of competition for your entertainment dollar and your entertainment time and attention. There's Oilers playoffs. There's millions of things that you could be doing. But tonight, you choosing to spend your night here in the rec room or at home watching live on YouTube, we can't thank you enough for all of your support that helps make LPW Clean break from the son of Kosovo. I think there is respect between these two. Collar and elbow tie-up. Gorani using T.Y. Jaxx's momentum against him, able to do the standing switch and back him once again into the turnbuckle. And there's a very trepidatious start to this match. T.Y. Jaxx, I'm sure, quite nervous for his first title defense. Berat Gorani, I'm sure, also quite nervous at his first opportunity to hold that title. Big shoulder tackle runs right over Jaxx. Gorani has some serious tape or some sort of cast around a finger on his left hand. I'm not sure what that's all about, but we'll keep an eye on that as this match progresses. Able to go behind, quickly takes that side headlock, trying to neutralize that height advantage. He can keep Berat off his feet. Bodes well for his chances to successfully defend that title. Shoved off into the ropes. Another big shoulder tackle from Gorani. Leapfrog from Jaxx. Oh, got caught. T.Y. using that athleticism that led him to that title. Gorani out to the floor. T.Y. big time takes out the Prince of Albania on the floor. You tell me he won't do anything to hang on to that belt. Exhibit A, kids. Back inside the ring. T.Y. looking to follow up. Shots into the ring. Snapmares Gorani over. T.Y. using that speed and that athleticism to his advantage. T.Y. Jaxx looking to ascend to a higher level. He might be looking for that eclipse. Gorani put the brakes on, using that size advantage. T.Y., I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. Gorani don't give a damn what's going on here. If T.Y. has any kind of injury, if there's any kind of advantage that he can take to get a leg up in a championship match, he's damn sure going to take it. And now he smells blood in that leg of Jaxx. And T.Y. Jaxx might be in trouble in his first title defense. Dumped out to the floor. Gorani going to follow Jaxx out to the floor. I don't have a good viewpoint. I apologize. I used to have a monitor, but it seems to get further and further away every show. Gorani clubbing away on your LPW Grand Champion, wisely popping inside that ring to reset that count. A count out does nothing for Gorani becoming LPW Grand Champion. Back inside the ring goes T.Y. And a hush has fallen over the rec room as they are concerned. TY's their champ, but perhaps not for long. TY awkwardly in those ropes. Oh, hard kick to the side of the face. Going for the cover. Jackson back up to his feet, but right into the clutches of Gorani. Scoops the champ. Slam, and somebody with the height of Gorani, that body slam, very basic wrestling moves, that much more effective as he drops the leg. TY kicks out at 2 again, but he is definitely back on his heels right now. Deliberate pace, no wasted movement. Doesn't have to hurry. Can plot out his offense. Perhaps 3 and 4 moves at a time. And this is not the way Jackson wanted his first title defense to go. Trying to fight back, though. Landing a series of elbows. Forearms right to the jaw. That rocked Gorani. But he fired back with a right of his own. Oh, trying to charge the ropes. Caught with that waistband, but still able to hit a big forearm. Super kick, but Gorani stayed on his feet. Both competitors went for that clothesline. Both successful. And perhaps we might have just hit the reset button on this whole thing. Whoever gets vertical first will have a decided advantage. It might be both at the same time. Meeting once again back in the middle. Series of kicks from your LPW Grand Champion. Already reversed that whip. Oh, caught that elbow coming in. Beautiful moonsault, shoulders down. And I think T.Y. Jackson right now is learning a very, very hard lesson of what it's like to be the top dog. Because every night's going to be like this. Flipped off that middle rope. That could have cost him dearly. Able to recover and take that waist lock. That could have been disastrous for TY. Oh, and it might still be. Big clothesline from Gorani. Hooks the far leg. Two count only, says Michael the Fitzpatrick, much to the chagrin of the challenger. Jackson back up to his feet, and it looks like Gorani trying to go for that spacewalk. TY wants no part of it. Series of strikes, very dangerous up on that top rope. TY going to follow him. Very, very dangerous situation for both competitors. TY back down to the canvas, rolling through. Gorani also rolling through. Up and over. That kick was on target. And if at first you don't succeed, spacewalk again, but again unsuccessful. And TY again following Gorani up in that corner. Both competitors up on that top rope. A huge risk paid off for the champ, but it wasn't enough to get the job done. But TY looking to keep that foot on the gas pedal. Wheels are turning. Looks like he's got something in mind. Gorani in a bad way. Oh, I think TY might have been looking for that Z kick, but got caught with that spine buster. TY ducked that kick from Gorani. Didn't duck that one, though. Very close. This is your main event. LPW 47, the Grand Championship on the line. TY Jackson's first defense. And it's been every bit the war we thought it would be. Gorani went to the eyes. The advantage that he can get, he'll take in a quest to become champion. And perhaps third time's the charm for the spacewalk. Blockbuster. We could have no champion right here. Jackson got that right shoulder up just in time. Gorani now looking to capitalize, looking to follow up on that blockbuster in the torture rack position. Oh, Jackson into the sunset flip. Able to take him over. Holds up Jackson again. Oh, flipped him over. Series of near falls for both competitors. Oh, I went for the head scissors, but Gorani just too big, too strong. Gorani muscling up Jackson. TY grabbing a hold of that top rope. That might have been the only thing that saved him. Firing in right hands in that corner. Oh, man. Gorani gonna... Look at the power of Gorani. Buckle bomb on Jackson. And again, up in that torture rack position. And Gorani looking to follow up. And we could be moments away from seeing a new champ. They hit that. Gorani slow to follow up. 2. Again, TY with the wherewithal to get that left shoulder up. But he's back on his heels again. And we're getting down into crunch time now where you got to reach down extra deep. Maybe pull some stuff out of the playbook that you wouldn't normally do, take risks you wouldn't normally take. You are able to get the feet underneath them, but outside on that ring apron. I think Gorani's trying to get him up in that fireman's position. TY want no part of it, able to get him off the ropes. Jackson hit flips. There's the C kick. And now TY looking to go up top. Atomico. TY first defense.
Your winner, Grand Champion,
TY Jackson, his first successful defense of the LPW Grand Championship here at LPW 47. Judge Ben Omen, what do you think of your boy as champ?
I couldn't be prouder, Boris. That's my boy right there.
Berat Gorani, a very game first defense for Jackson, extending the hand of respect. As does Gorani.
Shabazz.
Oh, come on. Gorani just laid out TY with that clothesline. Oh, that kick right to the ear. And from one Paralira #1 contender to the next, here comes Sheik Shabaz. Can't end on a high note, can we?
God, I work too hard around here. I need a seat. You know, TY, you're all right. Do your best. But I ended up winning tonight for a title shot for this LPW Grand Championship. And despite you having success in your short wrestling career, your title reign is going to be even shorter. It's nothing personal. It's just business. It always is. But in the end, if you look at history, when it's you versus me, I always win. And the next time you see us in this ring, this LPW Grand Championship is going to be jacked and juicy, just like LPW. And what you people don't know is if I win, Berat wins. So we will both be champions, whether you like it or not. And there's nothing anybody can do about it but shut up and like it. You can boo, you can cry, you can whine. But TY, you're a nice guy. I got nothing against you. I just don't like you holding this. And despite all the flips, the speed, the tricks you got, you'll never have enough muscle to stop Jack and Juicy's hustle. So never forget that. And always remember, you'll be looking up at me while I'm holding this title. So enjoy this belt while you still have it. Because it's coming.
Sheik Shabaz calling his shot as the new #1 contender to T.Y. Jackson's LPW Grand Championship.
This is the future.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This has been LPW number 47. I'm Big Fat Morris. And for everyone involved in Love Pro Wrestling, good night, everybody.
Just